Hey everybody, it's me Haley, your bookish travel gal, here with a little bit different of a video. As some of you may know, before I did this bookish travel content creation, I was actually a culinary arts teacher and I still love to cook. So I actually got some beautiful brand new cookbooks and I got them gifted to me, and I figured it would be a really fun idea to cook for a day from each of these cookbooks and see what delicious recipes we can go through. For today, we're going to be cooking from Sweet Potato Soul Vegan Vibes. I actually have been a fan of Sweet Potato Soul on my personal account for a long time, so when I got the option to pick this cookbook out, I was really excited. So for breakfast, we'll be trying the Divinely Decadent chocolate pancakes that look so delicious. I have an absolutely tiny kitchen. This is about all of it, and I have this little counter space right here. But I do the best I can. So let's get cooking. But I'm gluten and dairy free mostly. And this is so far has been my favorite gluten-free flour mix, the Namaste brand. You use it 1-to-1, and I have really liked it in my banana breads and my muffins, etc. So that's what I would recommend using. She doesn't necessarily call for it in the recipe, but I'm gonna do a little bit different just to kind of suit my lifestyle and my needs. So this recipe calls for apple cider vinegar, which I find really interesting. I've never thought about adding vinegar to pancakes, but I could see it making the chocolate a lot more decadent. So we'll give it a try. They also want me to add oil into the mix. 2 tablespoons olive oil. I have put like avocados, healthy fats like that in chocolate treats. They do make it creamier, so I'm sure that that will add to the creaminess. Got a plate of pancakes. We've got some frozen blueberries and whipped cream. I may have set off the fire alarm because I usually just make it in my waffle maker, but I was trying to stay true to the recipe and make pancakes. So let's see how it is. These pancakes are so sweet, so decadent. They're really right with the recipe. As someone who doesn't normally like chocolate, I don't know if I would pick these again. But if someone liked chocolate, these would definitely be a great special treat, special breakfast, because they're so decadent. I literally have had like 1.5, and I think I'm chocolate out. I just got back from my run. I am excited to have lunch. Today we are going to be having killer kimchi sweet potato pancakes. We'll see if mine look as good as that. This seems pretty easy. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 ingredients. So I'm going to get that started and we'll see how it is. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm listening to, the audiobook of the day is Bound by Allie Hazelwood. It's a good one. It's a really good one. I got it from the library. You can get it from Spotify as well. It's a pretty quick audiobook as well, and I have about an hour left, so I'll probably finish it today, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, Allie Hazelwood can do no wrong. So this is what the mixture looks like. And then we got some pancake. We do a little sneak peek. Kimchi pancake. It's pretty hands-off, honestly, once you chop everything. So now that we are done with that, we're going to move on to our dessert, which is the cardamom brown sugar pound cake, which I bought cardamom for, which was quite expensive, but I mean, it's in the name. I feel like we have to try it, and hopefully it's so good that I'm going to want to keep making this. I got my tea. Here's my scallion pancake. My kimchi pancake. I mean, the kimchi's working overtime. Whew, it's a little spicy for me. It's honestly pretty quick and easy. And like 6 ingredients. So I'm making the pound cake, and they specifically say to use tofutti cream cheese. So I bought it. We're gonna give it a try. For our last recipe for dinner, we are going to be eating cozy chickpea tomato soup, which after this full day of cooking seems pretty easy as well. I love cooking, but maybe doing 5 recipes in one day was not the move, but I'm still having a good time. Everything's delicious, but I'm excited to finish off with this yummy soup since it's like 20 degrees outside. Just added all the ingredients to the pot, and we're going to let it simmer so that butternut squash can cook. Really the only chopping was that butternut squash, so it came together pretty fast. The butternut squash chickpea yummy soup, which is perfect as it's so cold outside. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. It's very hot. It's pretty good. I don't know if I've ever had I must have had pound cake at one point in my life. So I don't know what I can compare it to, but it's so moist. Decadent, but moist. Yeah, this is really good. Hey, it's Haley from the future. I figured I'd pop in here as I was editing and talk about each of the cookbooks at the end of the day and talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and what kind of cook would be most interested in each cookbook. So for the end of day 1, we have Vegan Vibes by Sweet Potato Soul. Like I said, I'd been a fan of them for a while, so I was so happy to cook from them. I love cooking vegetarian and vegan, and I generally do in my everyday cooking. And so I appreciated having a lot of recipes that were vegan and also gluten-free friendly. I would say that this cookbook is good for people who are interested in being vegan, either full-time or part-time. The recipes in here I think were the most, what's the word? Not necessarily challenging. They're still beginner friendly, but it challenged me the most, and I was really excited about many of these recipes, and I will be cooking from it more in my everyday life. I thought every single recipe was delicious, and there wasn't anyone that I was like, maybe not. So I think this is good for everybody, not just beginners, but kind of all kinds of cooks that want to cook vegan more. Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of cooking through a different cookbook. Today we are doing Truly Simple. I already got my recipes picked out. We're going to be starting with a fun breakfast and some coffee. So let's see what we can do. I did prepare the macadamia nuts that she recommends making nut milk with macadamia nuts for that richer flavor. So they have been soaking, and I am now going to blend them up and make some nut milk. Now that I have the nut milk ready and chilling in the fridge, I am going to make breakfast, which is this pesto egg casserole that looks so good. I am going to do some chopping. Egg pesto bake is in the oven. I am going to meal prep our lunch a bit. I'm going to be cooking some chicken thighs. Since the oven's already on to cook the pesto egg casserole, figured I might as well be cooking the chicken as well for lunch. It's just out of the oven. We have the pesto egg casserole. I really love pesto, so I'm excited. I love eggs, and it has a ton of veggies in here. So I think it'll be pretty good. I mean, if you like eggs and pesto, you're gonna love it. It's very quick, very easy. You can probably do different vegetables, whatever you have. One of the recipes is whipped coffee, which I know was a craze during the COVID shutdown, but I never really got into it. So I'm excited to try it for the first time with my homemade macadamia nut milk. So here's my macadamia nut milk that I made. Just soaking the nuts in water, draining them, and then blending it with water. It's not sweetened at all. Wow. It's actually not bad. Not sweetened at all. I am gonna sweeten mine a little bit. Probably with some maple syrup. Look at this whipped coffee. Now I can see why it caught on during COVID times, because it was so easy. Look at this. It's like a mousse. Okay, trying my whipped coffee. Should I try the, do I just like, tastes like sugar and espresso. I don't know if you're supposed to mix it. Are you supposed to mix it? Let's see. I like the macadamia nut. You don't like it?
Not my thing.
It's not Braden's thing. I don't think I'd make it again, but if you're a coffee lover, easy. But I feel like this is not reinventing the wheel. People kind of know about whipped coffee already, but still fun. I like that it whipped so nice. Just served up lunch. It's a Caesar broccoli chicken salad. Pretty much just broccoli, chicken that I cooked earlier today, sun-dried tomato. It's supposed to have bacon, but I forgot to make bacon, so I'm not doing that. And it's kind of like a Caesar dressing. I'm a little nervous because it's like anchovy paste in the Caesar dressing, but I think that's pretty typical for a Caesar salad. But I'm not normally a big fan of fish, so we'll see. I also am not a fan of uncooked broccoli. And it makes up like at least a third of the salad is uncooked broccoli. But I think the flavors work really well, and being able to eat the chicken thigh and the kind of zestiness of the sun-dried tomato with the Caesar dressing. And it was very easy to put together. I'd make this again. Very easy. So it's actually 2 days later. I never finished cooking a day with Truly Simple. Time got away from me and didn't have time to make dinner, so we just ate leftovers instead. But tonight I'm going to finish the day. I'm going to be making this delicious balsamic chicken with some eggplant and some potatoes, because that just sounds like a great hearty meal. And we love chicken thighs in this household, so any excuse to cook chicken thighs is delicious. So let's finish the night and finish the last 3 recipes, because we got dessert as well, with cooking with Truly Simple. Dinner's ready. We have a balsamic glazed chicken thigh and a tahini roasted eggplant and some potatoes that I had. Let's see, I'll try the eggplant first. I'm not normally an eggplant lover, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to be a bit adventurous. I mean, the tahini sauce is really good. Very sweet. It has a tahini to it.
No.
chicken thigh. Delicious.
Yeah. Tough to go wrong with a chicken thigh, but
yeah,
that's real good.
The sauce is really good. Has coconut milk in it, makes it creamy. Last thing we're making of the day, we have gluten-free maple date brownies. I got most of my ingredients in there. I'm gonna blend it up with some dates, get my oat flour, and go from there. The last recipe of the day for dessert, because you can't finish a day without dessert. It's a gluten-free brownie. It's made with nut butter. It's good. So for day 2, I did truly simple. Like the title suggests, everything in this recipe book is truly simple. None of it reinvents the wheel, but all of it is delicious. This would be great for like busy professionals, parents that are really busy, people that don't necessarily have the skills to cook but want to learn. This is a really great intro for me. I think I'm kind of past a lot of these recipes. I like to spend time cooking, so while these were really quick and easy, it wasn't anything that got me excited to be cooking, but it'd be perfect for people that want to get into cooking but are a little scared. A lot of these recipes are very beginner friendly, and I would recommend that to a chef that wants to get into cooking more but doesn't have a lot of time and also doesn't have as much skill. This would be a really great one for you. It is the final day cooking through all the cookbooks that I was gifted. Today we have Big Bites Time to Eat. I have 4 recipes picked out, and let's get started. Breakfast, another egg dish. Love eggs. For breakfast, we are doing silky scrambled eggs with goat cheese and chives. Seems pretty simple. Just a couple ingredients. I love goat cheese. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Just whisk the eggs and salt in a little bit of water. Heating up the pan. This is a tip that I learned from my culinary arts class in high school. If you put a little bit of water, just like get your hand a little bit wet and flick it on the pan, then turn the heat on, and once the water is fully disintegrated, your pan is going to be hot enough to cook eggs. So that's a good little trick to make sure your pan's hot enough, because if you put the eggs in while it's still heating up, it's just going to take a lot longer. Sometimes it'll be rubbery, so you want to make sure you have a really hot pan when you're about to cook eggs. So I put some water. You can see it's immediately bubbling. This pan is just about ready. If you like eggs and you like goat cheese, you'll like this. It's a pretty easy dish, but still delicious, a lot of big flavor. Just finished up breakfast. I'm gonna be making lunch. The first salad on the list, Asian chicken salad with orange sesame vinaigrette. Sounds delicious. Look at that. Yum. So I am actually going to just start meal prepping while I'm in cooking mode. I'm going to just keep cooking. I have chicken breast in the oven that I made. I have this like baked chicken recipe with a bunch of different spices. Probably it'd be better with rotisserie chicken because it'd be so moist and yummy, but they were out of rotisserie chicken. So I'm just making my own baked chicken to add to the salad, and I'll meal prep all the other ingredients so we can just toss it when we're ready to eat for lunch. So I forgot to record, but I did make the Chinese chicken salad. I did make it with grapefruit instead of orange because I get my groceries delivered, and that is what the grocery delivery person picked out for me. I think it'll still taste just the same, and it's with the baked chicken that I made. Very zesty. I am getting ready for dinner. and it's actually kind of the perfect weather for soup. I picked this out, but now it's just rainy all day today. Italian stuffed cabbage soup, very excited. I think it's gonna be perfect for the rain. I'm also going to be making glazed cinnamon company cake for dessert. So let's get cooking. Here is a bowl of the beef and cabbage stew. I ran a bit out of time, and so I'm actually at my friend's place, so you might hear their kid in the background, but we're going to be eating this soup together. It's honestly very thick. It is not very soupy at all, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not too hot. This is really good. It has rice in it, which bulks it out. This was really good. Now the real star of the show, some dessert. This was really good. And last but not least, we have Big Bites Time to Eat, which was an instant New York Times bestseller, and I can see why. It is a gorgeous cookbook, and the recipes in here also are quite delicious. I actually saved the most recipes that just caught my eye from first glance, and it actually had my absolute favorite recipe from the entire experiment of cooking through all of these. The glazed cinnamon company cake was so good. I even made it with my gluten-free flour blend, and it was so decadent, so moist. My partner kept saying, "Are you sure this is gluten-free?" Because it did not taste like it. You know when you use a gluten-free flour and you're like, oh, it doesn't taste the same. Still tasted the same. I'm sure it will taste even better with regular flour, who knows, but we ate that up so fast. This is going to be good for people who love to host. There's a lot of like great hosting snacks, and for big group, these are good recipes for big groups, and someone who just wants a gorgeous cookbook that has a variety of recipes for all skill levels. Thank you so much for watching. Like I mentioned, I was a culinary arts teacher before this, so cooking is one of my other big passions besides reading and traveling. So I'd love to do more content if that's something that you want to see. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more. I'll be posting more bookish travel every Monday, and I hope to see you then. Bye!